So I stayed slightly outside of San Martin, maybe 7 kilometers out, at an Airbnb place. And it had like amazing hills behind it. I have a view of me kind of walking up into the hills, taking a view of that. And that section is a little bit drier, but beautiful. And then the next day I went actually into San Martin. It was a little cloudier of a day. Very green there. You feel like you're sort of like Shuswap. The vibe of the city is super touristy, so it feels like Jasper or Banff. It's sort of like Shuswap landscape, but mixed more with like this European, Scandinavian, like loch. Like I guess Northern Britain, Germany, Swiss, I don't know, but like this crazy European lake vibe. So I have some video of that. Really cool place. A little bit too green for me, but awesome. And they get skiing and snow in the winter as well. So I was there for like 2 nights, and then I headed down to Bariloche. And Bariloche is like the craziest place in the world. But on the way from San Martin, there's this tourist route that I took through Villa Angostura, and some footage of that, some great lakes and whatnot, just awesome, beautiful countryside. My dad would have like hated Villa Angostura so much because it's like the ultimate tourist trap. But anyway, it's like Jasper Van kind of thing. Anyway, I left there, drove through there, went to Bariloche, and my first night in Bariloche was in the far end, a little sort of like Hansel and Gretel type Airbnb. I have some video of that in this place called Zhao Zhao, which is the super rich part of Bariloche with like this fancy hotel, the total like Nazi Germany Sound of Music Swiss Alps that I think I have some video of or a picture of. There's some crazy park there that I went into and walked around. It's super beautiful, very green, huge lakes, like huge mountains made of rocks, like crazy vibe. But before that, like when I was entering Bariloche, you come into it and you almost feel like you're in the desert, like Kamloops, which I didn't think. My brother was like, Bariloche is going to be too green for you. But the opposite end of Zhao Zhao is like what they call the steppe, and it's leading up to the Andes. It's totally like dry, barren desert. A place called Dina Huapi. And after Zhao Zhao, I switched back to a location at Airbnb actually in Bariloche. I did some different walks. I probably have some video of the town itself, which is crazy. They have like a super tourist area. Then they have like German architecture looking places. Then they have like ghetto, like poor people type places. It's all in this like mountain bowl pushed up against the lake. Very interesting. But I did this hike up into the hills out of Bariloche, and it's much drier. And you get this sort of look down at Dina Huapi where it's dry. It was a crappy day, like cloudy, which wasn't good, but whatever. But I have this amazing footage of like all these different parts of Bariloche, all the mountains from up high. And Bariloche was amazing. It was almost like too much. It was like too many different worlds colliding. Like Germany and like Spanish Argentina and Italian Argentina and like the poor sort of Andean aspects. It was just like crazy. Anyway, so I left Bariloche and I headed down to El Bolson, which is this like total hippie, like Trail Nelson, Shuswap type vibe. And that was awesome. I have some footage of that like within the city where you can kind of see like the leaves turning. It was getting to be fall at this point. And beautiful. I did like a walk up. You can see the city from one side. Very farmy, like farmish type place. Lots of farming. It took me a while to explain that. And then I did a walk up the other side. There was like blackberries. I could eat blackberries. There was a waterfall. There's like this awesome face in the rock that they say, I think it's like the Cara de Indio, like the face of an Indian. Amazing. And I have a view from that side. So El Bolson was great. It was super cool. Could I live there? It's a little bit green, but awesome. But you can't teach there. It's too small. That was about 1,300 feet. San Martin's about 2,100. And Bariloche is about 3,000.